Hi guys, Miss Bree here from Club Whitaker. Today we're going to make a rain cloud in a jar. Before we do that, let's get a little bit into where rain comes from. So rain basically comes from the clouds. All the clouds carry water, and when they get heavy, they start to rain. Before we get too much more into that, let's look about the different types of clouds there are by looking at this poster right here behind me.
So for today, we're going to look at 4 different types of clouds. Our first one we're going to look at is over here, our stratus clouds. These ones are very low to the ground, they're gray, they're usually the foggy type of blanket looking cloud you see while you're driving. Next we're going to look at our cumulus clouds. These are usually always puffy and white, they're a little higher in the sky. They're the kinds of clouds when you look up and you try to make shapes out of them. Next we're going to look at our cirrus clouds. These ones are super high in the sky. They're very wispy and stretched out. They kind of look like airplane smoke when it's taking off in the sky. And finally we're going to look at our cumulonimbus clouds. These ones are your thunderstorm clouds. They're usually full of rain, lightning. They're usually very, very dark. They look like a huge mountain of clouds. They're all the way low and they're super high. These are our rain clouds, or also cumulonimbus.
Alright, awesome. You guys just learned about the 4 different types of clouds. Now we can get into our activity. So for today's activity, you're just going to need 5 materials that you can pretty much find somewhere around your house. We're going to need a clear container. I'm going to use a jar, but you guys can use a clear plastic cup, a clear glass you might have at home, or even just any plastic clear container. As long as you can see into it, then you should be good. Next, you're just going to need a regular cup that you can put some water in. After that, we're going to need some food coloring. I prefer blue, but if you want to get silly with the colors, then that's awesome too. Now we're also going to need some shaving cream. If you don't have shaving cream, whipped cream will also work, but I think shaving cream is less temptation. And lastly, we're just going to need a straw. If you don't have one of these at home, you can probably use a spoon, but if you do have one, I really recommend a straw. Alright, so for our first step, you're just going to need to go to the sink and get some water. You're going to fill the clear container to almost about the brim. If you can see, it's almost at the edge, not quite all the way. You want to leave a little bit of space between the edge and the water. And then you're going to fill your cup with water. This one doesn't matter how much. I just have about this much in here. We're just going to need a little bit. Alright, so for our next step, we're going to make our rainwater. You're going to get your food coloring. You're going to drop 1 or 2. I'm going to make it a nice deep blue so you can really see the rain. And then you're going to get your straw and you're just going to mix it until it's a nice, good color that you're liking. It should take only like 2 seconds. So if you can see, my water's kind of blue. Alright, so now that we made our rainwater, our next step is to make our cloud. So with the shaving cream and the clear jar, you're going to shake it, and then you're going to make a nice fluffy cloud on top of the water. Nice and fluffy. Alright, so if you guys can see, this is my cloud that I made. On the bottom, it's nice and flat, and on top, it's nice, puffy, and white. This is going to be our cumulus cloud. We're going to turn it into a cumulonimbus cloud by adding some rain. So with your water in your cup, you're going to get the straw and you're just going to add drop by drop. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And you're going to just keep doing this until it starts to rain. This is where you're going to see the rain start forming. So every so often, make sure you just lean down and take a peek down. starting to create a little ring of blue. Starting to rain in here in my cup. You can also notice the cloud is getting darker because it's getting heavier with water. And it's turning into a cumulonimbus cloud. And so that's basically what it's going to look like raining. If you guys want to make it rain more, you can always add some more water. Here we go. Let's just look at it from another angle. You can see the rain a little better. You can see all right here where it's raining, the film on the top. That's pretty much a little mini rainstorm in my jar. Alright guys, that pretty much concludes today's video, our rain cloud in a jar experiment. I hope you guys learned a little bit about where rain comes from and the 4 different types of clouds. Before you go, if you guys could just answer these 2 questions in the comments down below. How many raindrops did it take for your cloud to start to rain? Mine took about 120 drops. So I just want to see how that compares to your guys' at home. And one more thing, just take a peek outside the window and tell me what kind of clouds you see in the sky out there today. Bye guys, see you next time.
It helps the speaker lead his audience into